guys, it is July 2nd and it is time for another garden walkthrough to see how much it's changed since our last month walkthrough. And you can check them all out on our channel, Through Our Eyes, if you're interested to see the progress of the garden. So here we go. I'm going to try to make it quick. Starting off by the gate again. Here we have our berry patch, which I've been weeding, and we also put up the netting on a big chunk, so that'll help with the birds stealing the berries. Over here we have our green bean trellis with lots of little green beans coming up. Just planted some radishes. Radishes are great succession planters. You can plant them anytime throughout the summer because they only take about 30 days to mature. These are our cardoons with onions planted in between. They're looking great. They're like an artichoke cousin. Never tried them before, but figured why not? Could be a perennial, so I'm kind of looking for perennial plants. Over here, here's another perennial that we just planted. It's just popping up. This is sorrel. This was French sorrel. We have our 3 determinate tomatoes planted here, which you don't sucker. So they're starting to get big. Got a couple flowers on them. The peas on this trellis died. The slugs ate them, or it was too hot for them. I don't know. We didn't get anything from them. Kind of sad. So we're reusing the trellises. There's 2 cucumber plants on this trellis and a couple green beans over here. I planted more, but a lot of them got killed. So it looks like there's about 2 left. So hopefully they, get big enough to take over that area. So back over here, this is our voluntary tomato cage. All these guys in here just came up on their own, and they came up in the perfect spot because we didn't have anything there. Our neighbor gave us a couple large dog cages, so this one we stuck on top of 4 of them. So there's a way to get in on the other side to reach in and get the tomatoes. This is, Mickey's making some funny noises back there. Our chicken. A couple cucumbers on this trellis. Some more tomatoes. Our volunteer just threw some chicken wire that we had left over around that one. These ones don't have anything around them yet. We'll get there. And you can see our cabbages. They got eaten quite a bit by our intruder. But I think the intruder is now getting zapped every time it tries to come in. So hopefully they'll get a chance to get big again, and hopefully we still will have a decent cabbage harvest. We just bought 6 more cabbages on sale at the co-op, just in case those guys don't do much. Only for $2. We got 6 of them for organic. This area is starting to look a little bit more like a bed. We have at least 7 or 8 butternut squashes in here and some zucchini plants. There's a lemon balm. So onions around the edge. So this area is looking good. It's getting there finally. This area, same, lots of viney squash. Could have put more in here, but this is kind of like the least sun area of the garden. So I have to think about that when I plan this next year a little bit better. This bed over here had spinach in it, but it bolted. So actually I gotta take these off. So we planted those a couple cabbages that we got at the co-op. We're gonna plant a couple more in here. You know, it's good to make use of your space. If something you're growing is bolting or is gone to seed, if you still time, you know, make sure you pull it out or till the area again and replant more stuff in it, because it's still early. It's only the beginning of July and there's still 3 full months until it frosts here. This is our Swiss chard, some onions. Here's some more sorrel. 2 different kinds of sorrel. So we have 3 altogether. This is a red vein sorrel, and this is a lemon sorrel, and then the one I showed you over there was a French sorrel. So these are all perennials, and they can be replaced. They could be used in replace of spinach or lettuce. So anything that we don't have to plant next year is a plus, because this garden's big and it took a long time to plant everything. More onions, the beets. A lot of the tops got eaten by the critter that was getting in. These all kind of got nailed by that guy. The lettuces. I did, these are collards over here, and they got just completely eaten up. So I did replant more collards here. They're just popping up now, but they're frost hardy, so hopefully they'll make it a long way into the fall. See over here, we just bought some dill at the co-op. So we planted them. Now we cover them up the first couple nights because they still have slugs. And they are still really small and vulnerable. Here's our electric fence charger, solar. So that guy hopefully is zapping our critter. It's been 3 nights now, and he hasn't been in. I haven't seen any evidence of him in, so I'm hoping that he got a nice little zap, and he moved on. Here's some more tomatoes. I have to wrap them around the trellis here. They're starting to go the opposite way. These guys we actually did plant. Over here we have a volunteer sunflower, which he got nibbled on a little bit, but he's going to make it. And I planted some borage here, which does come back every year. It is edible, but mostly I planted it for the bees. Let's see what we missed over here. Garlic. I already took the scapes off. Here's some summer squash. I thought it was going to be the long summer squash when I bought it, but it's not. It is patty pan summer squash. So it's going to be these cute little weird shaped yellow guys. So they'll be good to have something different. Over here we have some carrots. They're just popping up, but they'll be fine. A couple basils. Our cucumber plants are looking great. We're teaching them to climb up this trellis here. This is some St. John's wort. I didn't plant that. It just started growing, so I'm going to keep it there. These are volunteers. Not sure what they are yet. Hoping that they're something that we want to eat. Over here we have some Brussels sprouts. Over here we have 3 comfrey plants planted. Comfrey are really good fertilizer, natural fertilizers. Once they get big, you can cut off the leaves and place them around other plants as a mulch / fertilizer. You can also make some fertilizing tea with the comfrey leaves. So it's a perennial also. It'll come back every year. We have a couple zucchini plants back in our herbiculture mound that we made last year. They look like they're doing pretty good. It's not the sunniest spot, so it kind of looks like they're reaching for the sun a little bit. But I think they'll do fine. They got some flowers on them. So there'll be some zucchinis to come. Back here we have some more cucumbers on just a pallet trellis. These guys are finally done getting attacked by the slugs and starting to get growing. And back in this area, we didn't get cleared yet this year. It was a little wet back here because of the wet spring. So next year that'll be a project for us to finish clearing and plant more things back there. This area we did get cleared out, which we didn't have done last year, and wood chipped. And I have some things planted back here. Not too much. A lot of them did get eaten by the slugs again, but mostly pumpkins and a couple squashes, viney squashes. This is where our fruit trees are too. So here's one of our cherry trees. But not as much as I would have hoped back here. But I'm happy that it's not completely covered in weeds like it was last year. At least we can move around back here. But you got some more weed clearing to do. But one step at a time. In our greenhouse, which doesn't really have anything in there right now, one pepper plant, one kale plant. But it'll come in handy in a couple months when it starts getting cold. So thanks for watching our July garden tour. And I'll see you again in August when everything's going to be really popping. Peace.